So I finished reading Endless Pursuits by Bethany Rosa, and this was an arc that was sent to me. It came out on December 14th, so like I'm gonna say 2 days ago. It might be a little bit more. I'm a little behind posting this. Sorry. So this, I believe, is the fourth in the series. I was sent the first one to review before they sent me this one to review, which I was also a little bit behind on. Sorry. And I have not read the other two in between. So there were a couple so I will say, like, if you haven't read the other two, there were some spoilers happening in that. In this book, because you kind of figured out, oh, so-and-so ended up with so-and-so, and so-and-so ended up with so-and-so. Okay. And, like, some progressions in Lily and Sebastian's story as well. So, and I won't get into anything more like that. I don't want to spoil that. So there were some spoilers, but I wouldn't say it took, I wouldn't go back and read the other two books at some point. I probably will. Just have some other things to read first. Okay, so you have in this book, can you tell it's been a long day? We're so close. We're so close to winter break. Okay, so Poppy is the main character. She meets who she calls Suits on the plane flying to San Diego to go to Cece's. Okay, this is a spoiler if you haven't read the other books. Her wedding, Cece's wedding. Sorry. So, she calls him Suits initially because she's like, "You're a jerk. I don't want to be interacting with you. I'm not gonna give you my name. I don't want your name." His name is Braden, by the way. So they meet on the plane, and she's just like, no, because he's like hardcore flirting with her and trying to get in her pants. Best way to put it is like his opening line is like, "Do the drape, does the carpet match the drapes?" I mean, like, who wouldn't be like, no, go away. So anyway, she takes out her Kindle and she starts reading her book, and he's reading it over her shoulder, and I guess there's some spicy scene, but he gets wrapped up in it. So they have a layover somewhere, I think in LA or something, before they head to San Diego. So they were on the same plane. He was in first class. She was not. He moved his seat from first class to next to her, so that way he could continue to flirt with her, one, and then two, he was like, well, I just wanted to read the book. So like, also kind of giving stalker vibes, not gonna lie. So she separates from him, tries to get out of the airport without him seeing, to the best of her abilities, and they end up meeting back up at Cece's wedding because he is Jackson's best man. Jackson and Cece are not getting married to each other because they're siblings. So, okay, spoiler alert for that too. Sorry. I'm sorry. I need to do better. I said there wouldn't be spoilers, and yet there are. So, he continues to try to pursue her because he's like weirdly infatuated with her, and initially she's like, no, but like, so her head is saying no, but her body's saying yes. It's how it's being sold as. And eventually there is some spiciness. For a girl who has had no experience, let me tell you, her spicy scenes get very spicy as well as in the other book too. I can't speak about the other two books, but based off of these two, I'm going to say yes, they are also very spicy. Yeah. Anyway, so kind of like the first book, he does not want a relationship. He doesn't do relationships. He's like a one-night woman kind of guy, but she intrigues him enough that he wants another night. So when she comes back out in like a couple weeks later, he convinces her to have another night with him and a friend, not getting into that. And he's just like taken with her and is like, I just want to spend more time with her, but he doesn't want a relationship. It's a very weird dynamic that they have going on because she lives in Boozman. I forget what state that's in. And he's in California and San Diego. So there's distance. So because he hasn't put on the best impression. He's kind of been a jerk a whole lot. And yeah. So he creates a fake dating profile on an app that she's on to start talking to her. This is an app with no pictures, which is how he can get away with this. Let's just say it doesn't go well. So, overall, I wanted to enjoy this book more than I did. I think mainly because of just how big of a jerk face he was in the beginning. It was hard. I could see him changing, and the motivation behind him changing was Poppy, but I just couldn't get behind him 100% just because of how big of a jerk he was in the first place, and it really took him a while to stop being a jerk. I'm sorry. This is only my second book by Bethany Rosa. I would love to read the other two, see how their stories played out. Would love to read something else by her, because I did enjoy the first book. This was just not my, although other than the whole love triangle thing. So I still would like to give her another chance. In the meantime, though, I got a lot of books to read. I really want to get to my holiday romance books, so we're going to be doing that. Happy reading.